Good morning, everyone. Today's topic is history of stupas. This topic is for the fifth semester students of fashion department. So we are going to learn about the stupas in this presentation. So what is stupas? Basically, stupas are one of most recognizable form of Buddhist architecture. So you can say it is a mount-like or hemispherical structure which they used for meditation. Uh, it is mostly associated with the Buddha or other saintly persons. So now let's start with the history of stupas. Its origin was stupa became a cosmic symbol in response to a major human condition, death. With the alignment of the Buddha stupas became a particularly Buddhist symbol. They incorporate the ancient pre-Buddhist burial mounds and elements of the Brahmanic religion, several of whose followers converted to Buddhism. So you can see the image of historical stupa, which was originated in the time of Buddhism. So what is the purpose of stupas? Making the stupa a symbol to inspire aspiration and efforts in the religious life, the pursuit of alignment. Its element was stupas are physically composed of four elements: earth, air, fire, and water, symbolically of the three refuges and a threefold summary of the eightfold path, all topped by direct experience of Nibbana. Its evolution was as Buddhism developed, the stupa became more of a general religious symbol, an object of worship. Less emphasis was placed on the stupa as purely a site of interment. So this is another form of stupa which is called mandala, which is in the hemispherical structure shape, a symmetrical expression of the microcosm and macrocosm, a centered construction designed to draw the viewer to their own still center through silent contemplation. The basic form is a circle, which is they feel heaven, and inside a sphere which is you can say associated with the earth. Circle is associated with the heaven, and sphere is associated with the earth. The conceptual component of a stupa, cube, sphere, or cone, interlock, and the shared axis leads the viewer line of sight upward to the apex. A symbol of the goal of Buddhism, Nibbana, the pure mandala form of a stupa is best appreciated uh, from above. Another stupa were built of stones or bricks or commemorate important events or mark important places associated with Buddhism or to house important relics of Buddha. Ashok Maurya, who laid the foundation of this group of monuments, is said to have built 84,000 stupas, most of which have perished. So this is an image of Great Stupa Sanchi. Sanchi in Brazen district of Madhya Pradesh is famous for its magnificent Buddhism monuments and edifices situated on a hill. These beautiful and well-preserved stupas depict the various stages of development of Buddhist art and architecture over a period of 1300 years from the 3rd century BC to the 12th century AD. Uh, Inscriptions show that these monuments were maintained by the rich merchants of that region. The Great Stupa has a large hemispherical dome which is flat at the top and crowned by a triple umbrella or chhatra on a pedestal surrounded by a square railing or karmika. Buddha's relics were placed in a casket chamber in the center of the dome. So another stupa is Northern Gateway, which is situated in Sanchi, called as a Great Stupa. The first Torana gateway to be built is the one at the principal entrance on the south. Each gateway has two square pillars, crowning each pillar on. All four sides are four elephants, four lions, and four drafts. The four dwarfs support a superstructure of three architectures or carved panels, one above the other. Between these are intricately carved elephants and riders on horseback. The lowest architrave is supported on exquisitely carved bracket figures. The panels are decorated with finely carved figures of men, women, yakash, lions, and elephants. The entire panel of gateway is covered with sculptured scenes from the life of Buddha, the Jataka tales, events of Buddhist times, and rows of flowers or lotus motifs. The scene from Buddha's life show Buddha represented by symbols, the lotus, wheel a riderless, caparisoned horse, an umbrella held above a throne, footprints, and the three ratnas which are symbolic of Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha. The top panel has Dharma Chakra with two yakshas on either side holding chamras. Dharmaksha Stupa, which is situated in Sarnath. The Dharmak Stupa and the Dharmarjika Stupa at Sarnath are believed to have been built by Ashoka and later rebuilt in the Gupta period. These stupa contain the relics of Buddha and are therefore important places of Buddhist pilgrimage. Buddha gave his first sermon in Sarnath and also founded the Sangha on order of monks here. The original Dhamek stupa built with mud or bricks is a cylindrical structure 43.5-meter height. The stone basement has 8 projecting faces and niches in them, delicately carved with beautiful flower and geometrical patterns. It is believed to have been put up in the Gupta period. So another is viharas. Viharas are monasteries constructed with brick or excavated from rocks are found in different parts of India. Usually built to set up plan, they have a hall meant for congregational prayer with a running Vernada on three sides or an open country yard surrounded by a row of cells and a pillared veranda in front. These cells are served as dwelling places for the monks. These monastics buildings built of bricks were self-contained units and had a Chaitya hall or Chaitya mandir attached to a stupa, the chief object of worship. Another is Chataya, Grihas or hall, which is also called a hall of that time period. A hall of worship which they used for worship were built all over the country either of bricks or excavated from rocks. Ruin of a large number of structured Buddhist Chaitya grahas are found in the eastern district of Andhra Pradesh in valley near rivers and lakes. The ruins located in the district of Sherikulam at Salilhundam or Vishakhapatnam of Kotoru, of West Godavari at Gantabali of Krishna at Vijayawada of Guntur at Nagajukando and Amravati belong to the 3rd century BC and later. The largest brick Chaitya hall was excavated at Gantabali. So this is the history of stupas which are located in different places of India. So I hope you all will understand the presentation properly. So thank you very much.